In the ocean, there's a predator so intelligent it hunts in groups with planned strategies and teaches unique hunting techniques to its young. This predator even has dialects. Yes, dialects that vary from family to family. This predator is the orca. Despite the popular nickname killer whale, the orca isn't a whale at all. It's the largest member of the dolphin family. In this video, we'll dive deep into the mind of one of the most intelligent and socially sophisticated animals on the planet. You'll discover how orcas think, how they communicate, how they teach their young, and why scientists consider their brains among the most complex. Get ready, because this journey goes far beyond what you imagine about these giants of the ocean. An orca's brain weighs about 6 kilograms, larger than the human brain, which weighs about 1.3 kilograms, and even larger than an elephant's. But what really impresses neuroscientists isn't just the weight, it's the structure. The orca cortex is extremely wrinkled and folded. Its surface area is proportionally larger than that found in the human brain, suggesting extraordinary processing capacity. Orcas also have a brain structure called the paralimbic lobe, associated with emotional processing, even more developed than in humans. This leads some scientists to speculate that orcas may have an emotional life as rich, or even more complex, than our own. Orcas also possess spindle neurons, brain cells associated with empathy, social intuition, and rapid decision-making in complex social contexts. These same cells were long considered exclusive to humans and great apes. Here's something that surprises even experienced biologists. Not all orcas behave the same way, even within the same species. Researchers identified different orca ecotypes around the world, each with distinct feeding habits, hunting techniques, and even vocal dialects. For example, resident orcas of the North Pacific feed almost exclusively on fish, mainly salmon. Transient orcas, living in the same geographic region, hunt marine mammals like seals and even other whales, rarely interacting with resident orcas. This means these populations developed distinct cultural traditions over generations, passed down not through genetics, but through social learning. A calf isn't born knowing how to hunt seals or salmon. It learns by observing and imitating the adults in its group. This is one of the few documented examples of true cultural transmission between generations in non-human animals in nature. Until a few decades ago, this phenomenon was believed to be exclusively human. Orcas don't hunt on pure instinct, they plan. One striking example comes from the orcas of Patagonia, Argentina. They developed a hunting technique known as intentional stranding, literally launching themselves onto the beach to catch young sea lions near the shore. They then use the motion of the waves to slide back into the sea. This technique is extremely risky. A miscalculation can mean death by suffocation or injury. Yet it's passed from mother to calf through years of supervised practice. Older females literally teach the calves, allowing attempts and correcting behavior along the way. Another fascinating example happens in Antarctica, where orca groups work as a team to create artificial waves. They synchronize their movements to knock seals off resting ice floes, a technique called wave washing. This requires precise coordination between multiple individuals, something scientists compare to a true military strategy. These behaviors aren't simple reflexes. They involve planning, cooperation, communication, and most importantly, active teaching between generations. Orcas communicate through a complex combination of clicks, whistles, and pulsed calls. And here's something fascinating. Different orca family groups develop their own vocal dialects, unique enough that researchers can identify which family an orca belongs to just by listening. These family groups are called pods, and each pod carries a specific vocal repertoire, passed down from generation to generation. Researchers at the Whale Research Center in Washington State documented these dialects for decades. They found that orcas can recognize members of their own family and even distant relatives just by vocal patterns, even after years apart. Orcas also use echolocation, emitting clicks and interpreting the returning echo, to see the environment around them through sound. With impressive precision, they can detect the size, shape, and even internal composition of submerged objects. They can even tell a healthy fish from a sick one just from the echo of its internal organs. Perhaps one of the most moving aspects of orca social life is their family structure. Unlike most mammals, male resident orcas stay by their mother's side for their entire lives, not just during infancy. Studies show a mother's presence significantly increases her adult son's chances of survival, even when he's fully capable of hunting alone. There's also an extremely rare phenomenon in the animal kingdom that orcas share only with humans, pilot whales, and a few other species: menopause. Female orcas can live decades after they stop reproducing, often surpassing 80 or even 90 years of age. Scientists believe these older females, called grandmothers, play a crucial role in the group's survival. They lead the pod to known food sources, especially during times of scarcity, using decades of accumulated memory. A study published in the journal Current Biology showed that a post-reproductive grandmother's presence significantly increases her grandchildren's chances of survival. This evolutionary pattern is known as the grandmother hypothesis, also observed in human populations. In 2018, an orca known as Tahlequah from the southern resident orca pod gained worldwide attention. She carried the body of her dead calf for 17 straight days, swimming over 1,600 kilometers through the Pacific Ocean. She kept the body afloat using her own head and body the entire time. Researchers described the behavior as a clear expression of grief, something rarely documented with such duration and intensity in any non-human animal. This wasn't an isolated case. There are other documented reports of orcas carrying the bodies of calves or close relatives for days, refusing to feed normally. Scientists are cautious about attributing human emotions to animals, but the repeated, consistent behavior observed during loss strongly suggests something profound. Orcas appear to have a deep emotional life, capable of recognizing death and processing something very close to what we call grief. Orcas also show an impressive ability to solve new problems, a clear sign of flexible intelligence rather than fixed instinct. There are records of captive orcas developing creative techniques to catch birds landing on the water's surface, using fish as bait. They would toss the fish into the water to attract the bird, then capture it as it approached. This behavior had never been observed or taught by trainers. It emerged spontaneously, was repeated, and was later observed being imitated by other orcas in the same tank. This suggests social learning through observation. This kind of behavioral innovation, followed by social spread within the group, is considered by researchers a strong indicator of advanced cognition, far beyond simple conditioning. Orcas plan their hunts. They patiently teach their young over years. They develop unique dialects for each family. They live under the leadership of grandmothers carrying decades of accumulated memory, and when facing loss, they seem to feel something close to grief. The more we advance in research on orca cognition, the clearer it becomes that we're looking at one of the ocean's most sophisticated minds. Perhaps one of the most socially and emotionally complex minds in the entire animal kingdom. If this video changed the way you see orcas, hit like, share it with someone who loves the ocean, and subscribe for more. We'll keep exploring the most fascinating minds in nature. See you in the next video.